He's used to the loneliness of the long-distance runner, and as he clocks up the miles on the deserted beaches on the island of Sandy, William Sitchell has plenty of time to think about the challenges ahead. At the age of 52, he's accepted an invitation to join the athletes competing in the world's toughest race. Soon he'll be running through the desert heat of Death Valley in California's Badwater Ultramarathon.
I've done some tough races. I've run over 153 miles in a 24-hour race. I've done the world's longest point-to-point race. That was last year in Greece. But yes, there's no doubt this one I think is probably one of the hardest challenges I've ever done. And I am treating it very seriously, also with great respect. And I've got quite some trepidation actually. I mean, it really is more than just a race.
So how do you prepare to run through a desert? First, you wear winter clothing on a treadmill with heat lamps to keep you warm. And when you've built up a sweat, you clamber inside a mini sauna that mimics the temperatures of 130 degrees Fahrenheit you can expect in Death Valley.
The truth is I have to be concerned. I mean, this is the world's hottest endurance foot race. You don't go into it lightly, you don't go into it underprepared. I've done a lot of homework. I consulted with people who have done the race. My coach is experienced in hot events, so I am concerned, but I'm also confident that I've prepared well and I will be able to cope with the heat that I'm going to experience.
The race covers 135 miles and takes the runners from the lowest point in the United States to a mountain more than 8,000 feet above sea level. Scotland's first ever competitor is hoping to complete the challenge in a time of less than 35 hours. In the world of extreme sports, it doesn't get much tougher than this. William Sitchell travelled to Monaco to compete in a race that took 6 days to complete. Running round the clock with just short breaks to eat and sleep, he notched up an amazing 478 miles. That's like running from Aberdeen to Cambridge or taking part in more than 18 marathons back to back. Back home, and still standing after all those Monaco miles, William can reflect on the most gruelling physical and mental challenge he's ever faced.
In this one I was getting sort of deep, sort of like what I call bone sort of soreness within the race. Funnily enough, it disappeared while I was running, but as soon as you stopped and had the breaks, it got worse. And then since the race has stopped, I've had quite a lot of problem with sore joints and bones, just a deep soreness which I haven't experienced before. But then this was a new experience for me. I've never run this far before.
Lapping a 1-mile circuit in Monaco, the 53-year-old athlete ended up over 60 miles ahead of his nearest rival and achieved the best performance in the world this year in a 6-day event.
To keep on going when you're wearing away the body, it's akin to trying to get up Everest and things start to break down and go wrong. Of course, you're in more danger trying to climb Everest, but the ability to keep on going when your body's screaming to tell you to stop, that's just an incredible achievement.
William now plans to take it easy for a few weeks. Then it's back to serious training because, fired up by his success in Monaco, he wants to run more than 500 miles the next time he competes in a 6-day race.